Well, hello there, Nicole. Here you are, first honey child. All right, we're going to start the show in a few, as you know. So I go through my spiel. Anybody listening to this in replay, you can fast forward past this part. You sure can, and just get right into the show. And if you're new to Fireside and you're watching in replay, when you come to a new show, a live show, there's a couple of things you can do. You can hit the emojis across the bottom so you can clap, you can laugh, you can hit the party sounds, and we will hear them and everyone else will too. You can also hit the react button, choose an emoji, and press send. You can also hit the react button, choose an emoji, and type a comment or question and press send. Or you could hit the Q and A button and type a comment and press send also. So there's a couple of things you can do. The show will be starting in approximately a minute or so we'll be right back with you. Nicole, see ya. We will be starting in just about a minute. Hopefully we won't be a minute late, but we're almost a minute late. So we will be here. Stefan, hi. Nice to see ya. Stefan and Coy and Nicole again, which is Honey Child, and really Charlie here again. And we're just having a little technical difficulty, but we will start in just a moment. Hey.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Woohoo.
This is I'm Right.
I'm Right.
And I'm Jill Cox Cordova.
I'm Anthony Cordova.
And
if you didn't
tonight
know it,
I'm
just
really
throwing
right.
you off.
Tonight I am so right.
You're so right. How come you are so right?
Oh, that's for
tonight?
another episode. It's a behind the scenes story that we'll tell at a different time.
You can tell that story right now. It's fine. It's fine with me. I got nothing to hide.
A new topic will be when you work together in the same office and when you work together on the same show. What happens when one of you just gets distracted and like starts writing a poem and reciting a poem right up until it's time to start the show? Like, what happens then?
Check it out.
And it wasn't me.
Wait. Check this out. Check this out, Jill. It's really Charlie's fault. It's really Charlie's
unless
fault.
Really Charlie told you really to forget Charlie's that you had a show coming up and go write a poem. Unless you told him that, Really Charlie, it is not your fault.
It's really Charlie's fault. I was in his show.
Yes.
And this is a tease, so everybody knows that Poetic People Fighting Racism is going to do a...
You're suddenly lost for words after leaving the room to go write an entire poem?
We haven't decided what we're going to call this event.
Who's we?
Me and Really Charlie and many others.
Okay.
But yes, we're going to have like I don't want to call it a poetry slam.
Okay.
But we're going to have a whole bunch of spoken word artists, and we're going to bring us all together, and we're going to do a show, on Poetic People Fighting Racism with a whole bunch of spoken word artists.
And did Really Charlie, did you actually say that to him, or did he? You said something and he came up with this idea.
He said something, I came up with the idea, and the other writer, poet that was on the show said she's in, and they got other people they can bring too. So
okay,
that's great.
But I'm sure at no point did any of these people say, so go write your poem right now.
Well, here's the deal. I rewrote one of the poems that I did once before on, Poetic People Fighting Racism. I rewrote it. I gave it a new feel. And the new feel is fantastic. Oh my gosh. I'm wondering why I didn't write it that way in the first place. It was already a good poem, but now it's like poof. Poof.
So does that mean you have too many shows? Like, would you like to stop doing this show?
No.
So you have more time to focus on that?
No, I got more time now. That's why I quit my job. That's why I quit my day job. Now I can do some stuff.
Nicole / Honey Child, or AKA Honey Child, wants to know, can you give us a sample verse?
Well, this isn't that show.
Well, you said we could talk about it, so we're talking about it.
I am not going to give a sample of the one I just rewrote.
Why not? Because you don't know it yet?
I don't want to reveal that poem yet. I don't want to. I don't want to reveal it yet.
Okay.
I'm still...
and yet, he took the time to work on it instead of getting ready for this show.
That's my tease. That's my tease.
So you were teasing me too?
No. That's my tease. We got big things coming up. Big things. Big things. Okay. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Well, the actual topic of this show.
But, Honey Child, the next show is on the 18th, I believe, which is a Saturday.
That's when you're doing it?
Yeah.
In 2 weeks, you're doing it?
Yeah, that's less than 2 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
And I'm the producer, and I knew nothing about this. So I'm glad that I asked in front of all of you all.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh, my role as the producer doesn't matter?
No. It's still, the poem's still...
Again, we're going to do a show about working together.
Is still going to be where it's supposed to be. Everything is the same. It's just a rewrite of a poem I've already done on the show. That's in my manuscript.
So the slam isn't next in the
no.
That's what I'm asking.
No, the slam, no.
But you said all of that to say that poem was for the slam.
No, it's not for the slam. I just announced the slam.
I'm so confused.
We talked about it.
I'm so confused. Let's go on to the topic we're supposed to be talking about.
Jill,
maybe I'll figure it out later.
What is it?
Oh,
what is it?
Nicole says, well, before I get to that, she says, we can't wait to hear it. And of course, Jill's right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
She's right for a minute.
No, I'll
give her a minute.
Right.
Give her a minute.
Well, when we do that episode for real, it'll be the whole episode.
I wonder where Scott.
Trust and believe.
Where is Scott? I'm deflecting right now.
Who is Scott?
Where's Scott? I know who Scott is.
Who's Scott?
You don't know who Scott is? Where is Scott? Honeychild could tell us. Where is Scott? I'm deflecting. I'm trying to take the heat off of me.
Well, you could have done that by moving on to our actual topic.
Scott is Honeychild's husband.
Oh, okay.
And you forgot that. What kind of friend are you?
I'm sorry, Honeychild. I'm so confused tonight. I don't know what's happening. So on a good day, I would have remembered that.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. We're going to put the pressure. We're going to put the pressure on Honeychild.
No, we're not. We don't do that to our audience.
To put the pressure.
No, we are going to move on to tonight's topic. Did you already forget the topic?
But we love Honeychild.
We do love Honeychild. So, that's why we're not going to put pressure on her.
I'm waiting for her to launch her show.
Oh, well, that I am waiting for.
That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for notice that she launches her show.
Me too. I will be there with bells on and all the sound effects. She did confirm Scott is her hubby. He's in Texas. Oh, well, Charlie said...
He's still in Texas?
No, wait. Charlie said Texas. Charlie guessed Texas. And then Nicole says, Jill, you are the best.
That's all right. But you know what? Honeychild is going to discover that we have more in common than she knows.
I'm not sure what that means.
And that's all I'm
Dave says, you're not making sense tonight, sweetheart. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but you're not making sense.
I am making a lot of sense.
Dave says, no, I'm starting to worry about Scott.
Well, I do know they had a big ice storm in Texas.
Yes, we do know that. So, we have relatives who were affected.
Yeah. So.
In fact, Connie is in the audience. Speaking of our audience, we have Dave and Sam.
And their show is on after ours.
Yes, how was your day?
How was your day?
And then, of course, we have Nicole, a.k.a. Honeychild. We have Really Charlie. We have Connie. We have Tammy, but not the Tammy you know. And we have Denise and Stefan and Coy.
Hello, Tammy, that I don't know, but I bet you I do know. I bet you that I'm following her. Yes, I am following Tammy.
Okay.
So I may know her.
All right. So 10 minutes in, are you ready to get to our topic?
Oh, yeah. I'm ready to go.
Our topic tonight is everyone has a past.
I think we ran through that on our last episode. So this
the last episode got into who people are now.
No, I talked a lot about who the type of person I used to be. Yes. I talked a lot about that.
Yes. So, actually we had planned this episode before last week's
all of
show.
That. Yeah, we didn't know that was coming up.
But the thing about everyone has a past, and that reminder is that how much do you let it affect what you do now, and how the other person's past? Does that come into play now?
Well, that depends.
Yep, it does depend.
If one or the two people, or both of the people in this relationship, are holding on to the past.
Yes, I know a few people who believe that they peaked like in high school, but now it's 30 years later.
Yeah.
And I want to say you can create new memories. You can have your seasons. There are different seasons to peak, and that season could be now for you. It doesn't have to be, your heyday was in the past and now you're nothing.
But what if, now this isn't true for me, but what if the high school days were the very happiest, the most joyful time in their life, and from that point on, life just seemed to go down?
Well, for many people that does happen because, when you're in high school, you don't have to adult, and you don't have all the obligations that you do when you become an adult, right? So for
Okay.
many people, their life becomes just work, go home, work, go home, and so I believe that you can create joy and find joy no matter what your age is and what your job is. You can find joy, and if these are the things, if you take an assessment of your life and none of the things in your life bring you joy, then it's time to do something different, right?
I agree. I agree. But let's go back. Let's take a step back.
Okay.
So let's look a little closer of the person that was, the star quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And I've met, with my travels throughout the country, I've met a lot of people that were the star quarterback in like a really small town, right?
I used to date the star quarterback.
Of course you did.
But not when he was the star quarterback.
when he
like
was
later.
Later, when he was a has-been.
Well, when he was no longer in high school. I didn't like him then, but
okay.
But yes.
So let's take that person when they were a star football player, the star quarterback when they were in high school.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't get a scholarship to go to go to college, so they just stayed in their little small town and got a job at the factory, wherever.
That's exactly what my.
I'm not
That's
talking
exactly
about
what he
him.
did.
I'm not talking about him, but he did that, and there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it. He was very happy
and provide for their family and all of that. But here's where the issue for me comes in.
Okay.
For me, the issue comes in if they can't let go of that time. They can't move on from that time. And it was just like their highlight in life where, we really can create more highlights in our lives. So
absolutely.
And the reason I know when they don't let it go is because they talk about it all the time. all the time. You can't see them for a day when they don't say they were the star quarterback in high school. So how does that person, or there's two questions. How does that person move on from that and move to something else that can uplift them, that can give them joy, or why can't they move on from it? So there's two questions there. Why can't they move on to it, and how can they move on and find more joy in life? And it doesn't have to be
in the case of my friend, and he was my friend first, and he's still my friend. In his case, he let those days go, pass. Like he didn't really think about them anymore. But because he stayed in the same town, the people in the town, every time they saw him, they would bring it up and they would put him in that space. So what he started doing was, instead of, like in a small town, in this small town, most everyone, when they go on vacation, they don't go that far away, right? So he started making travel part of his thing, travel outside of where everybody usually went.
Okay.
And often by himself.
Ah.
So
he could meet new people
and expand his circle, his life, expand his life.
Yeah.
And that worked wonderfully for him. But the reason he never left the town, and we used to always talk about this because I think from the time I was 5, I was like, when can I leave? When can I move out? When can I leave this state? I think I started saying that at 5, like, when can I leave Kentucky? And I still go back to Kentucky. I still have much love for Kentucky, but I always had the mindset that I would not stay. Correct. And I didn't.
Yeah, you
know. So for him, the reason he stayed was because that's where his family is, and he's a very, very family-oriented person.
Well, that's
so
cool.
That's why many people choose to stay where they are, or sometimes they come back because they come back to take care of someone, and there's nothing wrong with any of that. In fact, that's great. No, it's great that they can do that.
Yeah. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I was just talking about, people that specifically live in the past. But in the meantime, I see we have some other people in the audience.
Yes, we do. And we also have a comment. Charlie says they can coach.
They can coach. That's right. They can coach.
Yep.
That will get them moving along. And I see we have Kat in the audience, and I was in her show earlier.
Wonderful.
Which was cool.
Congratulations on your show.
Yes. And
we also have Shelby.
I said Shelby first.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Look how good I'm getting.
I didn't hear that.
I'm seeing stuff before Jill. That's why I had to start wearing my glasses on the show. and now I can begin to see things.
Connie wrote a comment.
Okay.
She said, in high school, you have fewer choices with parents. After high school, you gain more independence and make your choices. Yes, you absolutely do.
Yes. Cool. Yes. That is cool. All right. So, Jill, here's a question. I'm gonna put myself in the hot seat. Okay. I'm gonna put myself right in the hot seat. So,
Kat says thank you.
You're welcome, Kat. And I didn't want to say the name of your show incorrectly. I think it has empowerment in it. But if you type it in the comments, we'll mention it.
Well, I will mention it because I will be the one reading it.
Well, Jill will mention it. She'll mention it in the comments. But here's my question for you to put myself in the hot seat. Because we don't often know the things that we do. Some things we do unconsciously. So my thing is there anything I do that I can't shake, that I keep living like in the past because it was like something that was great at this time in my life, but I talk about it all the time and you're tired of hearing it, something like that.
Not that comes to mind, no.
Nothing? There's not anything?
We can do a show about the things you do that kind of get on my nerves, but that's not things that you brought from your past. But that's not the question you asked me.
Yes, I kind of knew that Jill was going to say that. If she did bring up something, it was going to be a surprise. And I think Kat put up her comment there. Is it there? I think it's there.
Why do you think it's there?
Because it's showing on my screen.
That was the previous one.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, I tried.
We also have Melanie in the audience.
Hey, Melanie. All right. And I see Monica, too.
Hey, Monica.
Now, I'm not going to say anything. Hi, Monica. I'm not going to say anything. Boy. I'm not going to say a word. Nothing. But Monica had a really good show last night, and it was
very interesting.
Pole dancer to preacher or something
it was
like that.
From porn to the pulpit.
Pole to the pulpit. Well,
porn to the pulpit.
Yeah, it kind of moves on. Pole, porn, pulpit.
Oh,
kind of the way it goes. It's a natural progression.
Okay.
Kind of when you're in that
if
business.
You say so. And May just joined us as well.
Hey, May just types comments in our show, which we love. May, You could be a great writer. You might be already. I don't know. Writer. I don't know. You might be keeping that secret. So what was I saying?
I don't think you know.
I got all confused.
You knew that I was not, that I didn't have anything to say that you've been bringing from the past.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. So I was going to say that I really try not to bring the past up, especially bad relationships that maybe I was scarred from, but I'm healed from now, so I don't go back to them. There's no need to talk about it. It's done. It's finished. So that's my when we first started dating, yes.
Well, that was what?
Yeah,
19 years ago.
When we first started dating, yes. I wrote a poem about it. You know, I wrote a poem.
I am not your past.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not your past. I'm your present. If you can understand, you know.
Yeah. Okay. I got past that. I had baggage.
Yeah. So anyway,
but I am bag free now.
But you know, we all have some type of baggage, but we really need to do our best to heal from the things we've experienced before, and some of the things that we need to heal from aren't our fault. Just the way we
Many
grew
times
up.
It isn't.
It was our parents. It was our neighborhood. It was, our environment. There's so many different things.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what do you think about situations where the person you're in a relationship with has a past that you never thought you would be with someone who has this particular past?
I don't understand.
Well, I mean, there's some past that people believe that, I would never be with someone who has been to prison, or I would never be with someone who, I don't know, just, different things like that. Right. But do you believe that especially if the person, continues to show, not only say, but show that they're different. Yeah, they're a different person now. And that was something they did in their youth, you know?
Yes.
Do you believe in giving second chances, third chances, 10 chances?
Yeah.
15 chances?
About 15. But I guess what I'm going to get at is that people have different experiences in life. And some people change from them for the better, and they get better and they turn their life around, no matter what it is. Even maybe they were alcoholic. And an alcoholic can become an alcoholic again. It's possible. But if that is disclosed ahead of time, and I can see that person is behaving in a way where they're an upstanding citizen, and they're not doing the things that really bad alcoholics do. Sure, I give them a chance, especially if I didn't know them when they were alcoholic.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm going to have to know. So if this is a friend that was a recovering alcoholic, hadn't had any relapses in 10 years, but I'm still going to keep my eye out, and I'm still going to I need to realize that they can have a relapse. Now, what happens in that relapse? Do I stand by them, and stay at their side? Yes, I would. If they, started getting themselves on track, I'm still with them. But if they are like, I don't care, I'm an alcoholic, I drink, and I'm gonna keep on doing it. And if they just continue on ruining their lives, and I don't have a problem with anybody drinking or anything else, like that. But when some people don't know when a person is an alcoholic, but sometimes you can tell who's an alcoholic when they're not even drunk. If they say something like, I drink till it's gone, they're an alcoholic. No doubt. 100%.
But you have said to me, don't waste the alcohol.
I have said don't waste the alcohol.
You can't leave it unfinished. I have
never said don't. No, that's if it's in a little glass, Jill. I'm talking about the people that see the big bottle and they say, I drink till it's gone.
Okay. Well, right? you have to define those kinds of things. You just said.
I drink till it's gone. Yes, if they drink the whole bottle and it's gone, they're an alcoholic. They're without a doubt.
Okay. Well, we have comments about.
Okay.
Well, first of all, from May, when you said she could be a writer.
Yes.
She says, I am a poet. If you didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know.
There's more. Words are my passion and my emotions. I can take any 6 words and turn it into a work of art. Oh, that sounds like a challenge.
Exciting.
We should challenge that. So anytime you want me to send you something I wrote, let me know. Heal from the things I wrote. What wonderful words that could be a poem I could write. And then she says, sorry, typos. But anyway, she can write anything with justice and passion, and she hates typos, but she is a poet.
Well, May, I am so happy that you said that. Because before you came in the audience, I was talking about the other show I have, Poetic People Fighting Racism, and that show is for everyone, and we're going to do one whole poetry slam on that show, and I don't know the date, but
you will be invited.
But then also you can click on the Socio Tap and the fortune cookie right there. It'll pull up my email, right, Jill? Shouldn't that be there? My email should be there. Well, you go to the Socio Tap and it'll show all the ways to contact me.
But don't email Tony. But don't email me.
No.
You can know
this is poetry. You can send some poetry to the man. Listen to me, Man About Love. The Man About Love. Send it to that one. Man About Love. Quit doing that, Jill. Quit doing that. If I know May is sending some poetry, I will keep my eye out for it.
I think you should CC me on it so that I can get my hands on it quickly.
And May, I'm going to ask you something right now because I've done this before on my show. Actually, one of the other audience members in this show tonight sent me some poetry, and I read it on my other show.
That's true.
Poetic People Find. So if you will send me something, I will be happy to read it.
But she's also invited to be do it herself.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. But just contact me. Well, maybe contact both of us. You see.
Anyway, we have another comment. So do that, please, May. Right?
Yes,
Make sure that
please,
I am on the email. He deletes emails if he reads them at all. So it's me that you should really contact.
That's my junk email.
It's all emails. Sweetheart.
No, they're different. There's different.
No,
I have several emails.
You do.
One
and you do
is
all
for
the
like
same thing
business.
with all of them.
One is for like business. I look through that all the time. All right, go ahead. Why you keep bringing this up back?
I'm just saying. You should just agree with me and say that I'm right. I am right on this one.
You're not right.
I really am.
I'm right.
No, I'm right.
I know how I handle my emails. I'm right. What's the next comment?
It's from Denise, your sister. Says, I will never, all caps, be with ex-husbands, even if they change. I'm with you there.
Now, that's true.
But I will wish them well, just not with me.
Absolutely.
I am with you 100%.
That's right. Maybe they change, but don't trust it. Don't trust it, girl.
And then May says, I can find you on Instagram. I have one. I'll send it. It was written for someone in another app and she loved it. I sent it to her and she smiled, said beautiful. So I'll send that as a sample.
Okay. Now, Instagram, I do have an Instagram account.
Ask him if he ever looks at it.
Guilty.
He's got an Instagram account. Guilty. He's got a Facebook account. He's got a Twitter account. Ask him if he ever sees any of the comments or knows what to do if he does.
If once I remember that I have those accounts, I'll say, oh, maybe I need to take a look. And I'll take a look and then I forget again.
But I'm on Instagram too. So I will get the message to him.
Yeah. I need a social media person that just takes care of that for me. But you don't want to.
What have I been?
You don't want to. You
but
just
I've been
complain.
doing it. I do complain because I don't understand why you can't do it for yourself.
I need someone. There's reasons why I don't do it myself. I'm old. Elizabeth, I'm old. How about that?
Oh, our Instagram account for Nicole, who specifically asked, but for anyone, is Jill and Tony. C.
It is?
The letter C.
It is?
Jill and Tony all together and the letter C? He doesn't know. Jill and Tony C all together and
but I think mine is The Man About Love. I think that's what it is. Or
yes, please follow us, Nicole.
We'll follow you back. But again, you can just click on the fortune cookie and it'll take you to our social tabs and it'll.
I don't know if I put that there for you though, because you don't look at them.
Well, I know my email is there.
Your email is there.
Yeah, so I will, because that account, I don't get a lot of traffic through it. So when something comes through, I look at it because it's probably somebody I know.
Okay. All right.
So you can send it to that one. May.
Okay. Well, we have a couple of other people that we haven't acknowledged in our audience.
We do.
There's Aaron and there's...
Hi, Aaron.
Tony.
Oh, no, there's Nicole, too.
And another Nicole, yes.
That's right.
But also Tony. There's
and another Tony.
Yes.
Hey, Tony, what's up? And Nicole has several shows that she does here. I have watched most of them.
I was going to say a lot of
them. But
on
replay, I've been in a few live of Nicole's shows. And she's very special. So keep it up, Nicole.
Absolutely. So if you're just tuning in, what we're supposed to be talking about...
What are we supposed to be talking about, Jill?
The fact that everyone has a past and how that can affect relationships or you personally. But we've been talking about other things too, like that Tony doesn't ever look at his social media accounts, that May is a poet, and that Denise would never go back with any of her ex-husbands. But she wishes them well.
That's right. Wish them well. Stay away from them, my sister.
But I say that about my ex-husband too. I hope I wish him well, but over there. Far over there.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Oh, cool. So, Jill, is there
let's see if does anyone want to actually speak? You've been doing a wonderful job of sending us written comments, but does anyone want to come to the stage?
And I realize that we don't ever ask anybody to come to video, but you're more than welcome. So who do we have?
We have Nicole.
Hello, Nicole. There she is. She's just popped up.
Would you like to go to video, Nicole?
Hey.
Hey.
No, I'm going to pass on video.
Okay. Hey.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
We can.
Okay.
We sound wonderful.
Fine.
I'm so excited to catch you live tonight. I was just coming on to actually schedule something, and the way Fireside is doing it now with the previews, you guys popped right up, and so
that's cool.
A little bit. Yes.
I like that feature.
Yeah. I'm not sure that I love that it blasts out audio right off the bat, because I've been in a couple
Oh,
doctor's offices and click, and I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
like, oops.
oh, yeah.
but if
Most
they
of the
could
time,
mute it, that'd be awesome.
yeah,
Right,
you can
right.
mute it. You can
Yeah,
definitely
but
mute
not
it.
when you
But
first
not when
Not when
open
it
it
it,
first
first
right?
comes
comes up.
on.
Yep,
Right,
yep.
right.
Yeah, I guess
My
make
hope
sure
is
your
that,
volume's low.
right. My hope is
Well,
that they'll change that so it's automatically muted and we can unmute to listen in. So we'll
Yeah,
see what
they
they do.
probably
they
will.
probably will. They
Yeah.
probably will. They've had a lot of changes. But Nicole, since
Yeah.
you're on the stage and you mentioned that you were going to schedule something, tell us about an upcoming show of yours.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Dun
that's
dun
I don't know.
dun.
Well,
Dun dun
um,
dun.
dun dun dun. Yeah, so I wrote up something that I'm gonna type up and put on my blog for tomorrow, which kind of is opening up some new conversations. So I'm really excited. This Friday at 12:30 Eastern. This is what I was about um, to put that I'm going to, after our conversation. Or after your show, I'm going to put up. Is I have a hospice doctor named Kathy Zahn, and she's going to be joining me to speak about um, living intentionally with knowing that you're dying. And so I think that's going to
Okay.
be not from a morbid, she said, is this a little too morbid? I said, absolutely not. It's perfect
Mm-hmm.
because like my purpose, my mission, my message, all of that is about how we can as individuals each choose very intentionally how we are living our day-to-day lives, and being in the present. And so I'm really excited to hear what she has to say about this.
Oh, I love that you're doing that. And every year, I have a word that I try to live by for that year. And this
Mhm.
year, my word is intention.
Ooh,
Yeah,
so beautiful.
cool. I didn't even know that.
I never tell you, so
You're not sharing with me,
it
Jill.
doesn't.
You're not sharing with
eh,
me. My feelings are hurt.
you would forget anyway, but that's okay. But that sounds like a beautiful show, Nicole. I'm glad that you're
Thank you.
doing
Yeah,
that.
me too. I'm really
Yeah.
excited. We just connected last week at Podfest. And have you guys been
Mm-hmm.
to that before?
No, but
No.
we know people who have. So
Yeah.
we're very familiar
And
with
we
it.
know you. You
And we know
have.
you.
Yeah. I'd been out of the game for a few years, but I decided it was up in Orlando, which is not too far from where I'm at. So I decided to
Mm-hmm.
go and just met some incredible new creators like yourselves there in person. And it was really a wonderful experience. And so Kathy is going to join me on Friday. And then on Monday, somebody else I met is going to be joining me. I've already scheduled that. I just can't remember. It's Chris Williams. I can't remember exactly what the title is right now.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
then later on Monday, a dear friend of mine is going to be joining me for another conscious kind of conversation around life and purpose and all of that. So
Okay.
looking forward to
Well,
Wow.
those.
How many
we will.
shows do you do in a week?
I've just kind of been going with whatever feels good at the time. So when something comes up, then that's what I've been doing. And
Yeah.
right now, uh, yeah. So the blog post that I'm going to write tomorrow and kind of share some things publicly about where I'm at in my headspace and what's on the agenda is going to open up for. So in this next little bit, I'm trying to book a lot of important conversations. So yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Well, we
No
will keep
commitment.
our eyes out, and I
Absolutely.
will try to be at least in one of them live.
Thank
You know,
And
you.
from
I
yeah,
just
if they're in the
yeah,
middle of the day, I'll have to do replay, but I'm happy to do the replay.
All right. Well,
yeah.
they are at this point. These ones are in the middle of the day. But
Mm-hmm.
I love your support. I so appreciate both of you. And Tony, I've seen you, of course, on a number of mine live as well. So it's just such a pleasure
Okay.
and a treat to get to join you. And yeah, I'm looking forward to listening in for the rest of your show tonight.
All
Well,
right.
thank
Well,
you.
we
We appreciate your
appreciate it.
support as well.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Bravo.
Yay!
Yeah. So I think I see Frankie J just popped in. Hi, Frankie J.
And
Frank.
yes, and I was going to
And
say Truthful Sweet
yeah.
as well.
Oh, cool. Truthful, sweet. And thanks a lot, Nicole. We appreciate
Yes,
it.
thank you, Nicole. And we have a comment from May. She sent me a poem. Well, she says, I just sent one I wrote for someone because her name was inspirational to me.
Oh, cool.
So I will look for that, May, right after the show. Thank you for doing that.
Absolutely. And you might hear it on my next show. Yay.
Yay. Okay, well, that was great. Anybody else want to speak?
Cool.
If you're just joining us, we've been talking about Everyone Has a Past, poetry, shows, and Stefan is on the stage now. Hi, Stefan. Would you like to go to video?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
All right.
Hi. I just want to say thank you, Jill, for coming to my show.
Hey, I was there too. And
Stefan even gave me
like
a giveaway. I'm excited that Stefan has giveaways. I was so excited.
Go to your show and you'll get some free stuff. Everybody, go to your show and everybody will get something.
No, it was just me.
Not everyone. Not everyone.
Are you sure not everyone is going to get something?
But on a serious note, Stefan's show was very good tonight. He talked about last night's State of the Union, but his take on it was as entertaining to me as the State of the Union was. So yes. I don't know which one was more entertaining.
You have to listen to the replay. Oh, it was just hilarious.
And Honey Child wants to know, what did I get free? HelloFresh box.
HelloFresh.
Which is great because, cool. I'm on the weight loss journey, so that's perfect for me.
Well, that's for me
Very
too,
healthy
right?
food.
That's for me too. You keep saying it's just yours.
I was in the show. He gave it to me.
I was there. Everybody knows whenever you're in a show, I'm in the same show.
I could out you, but I won't.
Sometimes I listen to 2 shows at once.
You do. You actually do.
So, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to listen to everybody's show, all the people that I love. I love Firesiders. So sometimes I listen to 2 shows at the same time.
He really does.
What show were you in before?
Actually, tonight I listened to 3 shows at the same time.
Yes, because he listened to Kat, he listened to Charlie, and he listened to you.
I sure did. Yep. And
now, what if all 3 of us wanted you to come up on stage at the same time?
They're all here. And well, I did come up on the stage on every show except yours, but you had
because I was there.
Jill was on stage. Okay.
So you sent Jill as like what, your representative?
No,
you're like,
he doesn't send me anywhere. I went.
I was there. I was listening to yours and just laughing. Now tell the truth. Wasn't I laughing?
Yes.
Some of the things you were saying were like
at
fire.
your Green Goblin. Every time you said Green Goblin, he laughed.
And the Green Goblin lives in Georgia.
Yes, she does.
But I am not going to say who she is, but people can figure it out. The Green Goblin.
Yeah.
So I love it. I love it. Yes, Stefan calls everybody out on his show. It's hilarious.
Yeah, you do have nicknames for everybody, which is fun. That makes it fun.
Oh yes, yes.
So we totally started talking about your show. Was there more that you wanted to say?
No, that was it.
That was it.
Okay.
Hey, Stefan, I have a question for you.
Okay, go ahead.
My last Poetic People Fighting Racism, you were at work.
Which
says a lot about Stefan, that yes. he will join a show even when he's at work
and he was listening to the show, and he said he wanted to speak, but he had to get off, so he got off at the end of the show. And I said, Stefan, do you have anything to say?
And he's like, no.
That was hilarious.
I just like
he was there. He was there.
He did. That's what I told
offer his
Jill.
support.
I said, Stefan
said he would be there, and he said he would speak, and he did.
Yeah. We said that like we rehearsed it. Wow, man. No, that was great, and thanks for showing up to the show even late. That was all right. You was at work.
I was trying my best, but I had just people kept talking. I was like, shut up. I'm trying to listen to something that's more entertaining. And then more and more people are coming up. I'm like, shut up.
All right.
And I think everybody in the audience knows your show, Stefan, but you want to tell them just in case?
Sure. My name is Stefan, as they have repeated several times. I have a show before theirs at 7:00 called The Conversation. And it's a very fun, comedic take on all the real issues that we face.
Yes.
That's a very good description, because it really is.
And tonight you decided that you were going to call your audience...
No, he decided that last week. The conversationalist.
Yeah. I thought that was this week.
No,
like tonight.
No, it was last week.
No,
if you'd been in last week's, you would have known. You would have known that.
But you said it. Hey, don't try to out me. I was there. I'm old. I just don't remember stuff. That's all. That's all.
But he calls us the conversationalist.
Yeah, we're the conversationalists.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we need to talk in this show to be that. You know? So.
Well, tonight his audience members did.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, which was surprising. I don't know who that person was, but that's the first time I've ever met him before.
We thought he may have found you from Twitter. But I could be
either found me from Twitter, or I keep getting all these follow requests. Probably one of them, but who knows? But that's my job, just bringing at least one person.
That's right.
All right.
That's right. You got it.
Well, that was cool.
But I'll get off your stage now.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. We also have Anna in the audience. We haven't acknowledged Anna.
Let's see, Anna. Where's Anna?
She is.
I can't. I see. Yep. Anna. Hello, Anna. We're happy you're here.
Yes, thank you, everyone. We're happy you're here.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to talk about some of our favorite audience members that come on the stage and never leave. and we love it, and we love it because they bring a lot to the show. So thank you, Stefan, and thank you, Monica. You all do bring a lot.
Monica's been
to
quiet
the show
tonight.
She's
we hope
quiet.
Everything's okay, Monica. We hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, she's good. She's probably doing something. She's probably got like one of her side dudes.
Her side.
One of her side dudes.
As we discovered last week.
Oh, who knows? Maybe
she is.
Maybe she's in like Massachusetts.
Oh. Well, now she's on the stage. Hi, Monica.
Hello, Monica.
How you guys doing?
Good.
You okay?
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just tired, you guys, but I wanted to share something with you all in regards to what your title is tonight, when everybody has a past. The one scenario that I think is unhealthy, I actually just experienced, and I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. But I'm on the prayer team for one of the churches here in Atlanta, and end up responding to a young lady who had gone through a horrible situation. Boyfriend had beat her up real bad. He tried to push her out of a moving vehicle going down the highway, and she ended up going to the hospital, and she just was traumatized. So, prayed with her, stayed by her, made the decision that I didn't want to do a drive by. And what I mean by that is that a lot of times when you get requests like that, you pray for people, you get them through the situation, and you're supposed to move on. But in this particular situation, I felt like it was a little bit deeper, and I needed to just make sure that she was okay. So got her through it. This happened back in September. So she was staying in contact. I was hearing from her. She was doing great. Then all of a sudden, she just went radio silent. So I was, calling, no response, texting, no response. So finally, I was able to get to her, and she said, this is her response: I made a decision not to reply to you because I've made the decision to act like what happened to me didn't happen. And I want to put it in the past, but I don't want to acknowledge that it happened. And if I remain friends with you, you remind me of the past. And I found that fascinating because I think that it's unhealthy if you don't acknowledge the past, because everything happens to us for a season or reason. If it is to mature us, to grow us, to help build character or integrity or whatever it is. But to act as though something didn't happen isn't healthy, in my opinion. So I wanted to know what you guys thought in regards to that, because nobody wants to, whether it's a traumatized childhood or a bad divorce or bad relationship or a death or something. I get it. But to me, that's unhealthy to act like something didn't happen, because you can't really get over it and recover from it if you pretend or act like that it didn't happen or it's not a part of your past. So I'm going to be quiet. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts about that, because I just thought that was just strange.
Well, I will start because I have a lot of experience in those types of things through life, through people I know or knew. In her case, she's not ready to heal from it. So her only way of coping at this point is to act like it didn't happen. I'm just going to go on with my life. Now, and I know that that's not going to work. It might work for a while. It might work for a year, might work for 2 years, might only work for a month. We don't know, but that is how she's coping right now. And I don't think we should hate on her for that. That's her journey. I wish it was different, but that's her journey. Jill?
Well, I was going to say, I know a lot of people who have been in similar situations, and they have told me that the reason they chose to either not acknowledge or to stay was because, on one hand, they thought they deserved it. They thought that that's the fate in life that they deserved. And then on another hand, they were afraid of what would happen if they did leave. So they just accepted that this is their life and that they were going to stay. Eventually, as Tony just said, they saw that no matter what they did, An abusive person is going to be an abusive person, no matter what you do. So eventually, they sought help and got away. But we also have Stefan is on the stage. Stefan, did you want to talk about this? And Charlie, you were here. Where did you go?
Yeah, so I mean, even with I agree with what both of you guys said about it. And to just make it a full circle, I've never dealt with domestic violence, but in my career I've dealt with it, and it's something I do advocate for on my show as well. Most of the time, like you said, they don't want to leave. They feel like they deserve it. And even people, when they finally do get law enforcement involved, most of them say that it never happened. And so like your hands get tied of, okay, well, why do you keep going back to the situation? I seen your rap sheet of this happened 7 times and you're still going back because they feel like there's something that's holding them back. And it's never easy, but like you said, they're not ready to heal. They're not ready to become a better person that you see in them, because they're, ultimately sometimes it ends in death, to be honest with you, to be blunt, because there's just something that's not clicking for them.
Yes, and I agree. And some of you know that I've talked about this on this show. My mother was one of those women. My father would just beat the daylights out of my mother. And she lived with it, stayed with it. When I got older, why don't you leave him? I can't. I got no place to go. That was her reasoning. She stayed with him till he died. So,
But you know what, Anthony? This Monica again. I hear you, but see, you are exactly a prime example in a positive way of what I'm talking about. You are not sitting up there on that stage in denial, acting like it didn't damn happen.
you
see what I'm saying? I mean, you could be on the stage. You could be on the stage right now, not saying a word, because in your twisted thinking ass mind, it didn't happen. What I'm saying is that you acknowledged it. See, you can't grow from something. And see, like what Stefan was just saying, you guys know I'm prior law enforcement and I'm a private detective, and I cannot tell you how many times I've seen, whether it's through my work, through, like I said, I'm on the prayer team for a couple of churches, and what I see in everyday life as an investigator. I get it. I understand it, that it was a painful situation, but sometimes it takes the pain to push you through to get to the positive, where you love yourself enough to recognize that pain that you went through, you don't want that to be a normal part of your life.
Right.
You don't want that to be a normal part of your life. And statistics state that it takes up to 7 times, a lot of times, for a woman to leave an abuser.
That's right.
I've had girlfriends in that situation. I don't judge them. And just keeping it real with you guys, I'm not advocating violence. But, I've never been in a situation like that. I'm going to share something funny with you guys. I was dating this football player, NFL football player, and he had a reputation for he would beat his girlfriends. And I found out about this, and we had been together for a couple of years when I found out about it. And I asked him one time, I said, I've been told you have a reputation for beating people. And I said, but you've never lifted a finger towards me. And his response was, Monica, I don't advocate violence. He said, but as long as you stay a lady, I'm going to treat you like a lady. When you try to act like a man and you come at me like a man, I'm going to treat you like a man. And I said, are you trying to tell me that that's what the situation was with these other women? And he said, yeah. It was, but I told him, I said, I'm so happy that I'm a lady, But if I ever say something, I said, but if I ever say something to you that you don't like, I said, if you even act like you're going to raise a finger, a toe, a elbow, when you pick your face up off the floor and go to the hospital, we'll talk about, because see, I'm not going to tolerate that. I'm just not going to tolerate that.
Now, see, Monica, and I know I'm not wrong about this. He didn't raise a hand to you because just what you said.
He knew you would. He knew you would.
you would swing back. He knew it.
Baby,
he knew
let me tell
you
like
might
a
kill
baseball
him.
bat, like a baseball bat.
He knew that. Look, I unfortunately I have known many men that abuse women, and the moment they meet one that from the beginning, because abusers test.
Yeah, they do.
They test. They test
sure
and see
do.
how far what they can get away with.
Yep.
But the moment he might have said something like, jokingly, "Oh, Monica, I'd knock you upside the wall if upside the head if you didn't do such and such." But you would be back on him. You'd be, man, you try that and see what happens.
Oh yeah.
That's right. So he knows you're not the one.
You're not the one.
You're not the one.
A guy once said that to me. Not even someone I was dating, but somebody once said that to me. And witnesses said that my eyes changed color and my head started like it was turning. So and he walked away.
Let me tell you what. He wouldn't be able to put that damn football helmet on his head because I would whoop on his ass so bad he wouldn't be able to get that helmet on his head. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Connie says to you, Monica, Monica is the good and positive part of the young woman's journey that you were talking about. Mm-hmm. And hopefully she will see that sooner than later. And then Connie also says, Monica, continue to beat that drum. I'm with you.
Oh, thank you. That's great. The way that I received it, you guys, because I'm not patting myself on the back, but I know I got her through a rough time because from a spiritual standpoint, the Holy Spirit had spoke to me and God clearly told me she was suicidal. Mm-hmm. So I knew that I couldn't just, pray for her. Well, you just, I'm going to pray for you in Jesus' name and just say bye-bye after experiencing something like that. This girl, she was in a hospital. Mm-hmm. He beat her behind. I can't imagine somebody trying to push me out of a moving car going down the highway. But like I said, she's fantastic. She's back working. She's doing good. And she gave me my little kudos and she was grateful and all that kind of stuff. And I'm happy that I helped her through it. I just want to make sure that it's okay not to walk around and wear it like a badge. But don't forget, because if you forget, you're not going to learn the lesson that under no circumstances is it right for a man to beat up on a woman like that. Under no circumstances, ever, ever. So that's all I'm saying, you guys. But thank you so much, Connie. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you for coming up.
Yes, thank you for sharing that. And really, Charlie, you're on the stage as well.
Hey, what's going on? Hi. I'm only gonna kind of duplicate what Monica just said. My experience is that it usually when they shut down an advocate, whether it's police, whether it's an advocate from church or in the family, whatever, it's usually because the abuser is back in their life.
So you know what? Ooh, Charlie. Oh, Lord Jesus, Father. Now, you supposed to be my side piece. Now you really going to be my side piece. Charlie, let me tell you, I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but do you know that's the first thing I thought about? I said, I bet you she is back with that fool. I bet you. Yeah, oh, my God. Keep talking, Charlie. Keep talking. I love you, side.
It's absolutely, I put more money on that than I would bet on, my Celtics winning the finals, because I guarantee you that man is in her life somewhere,
Yeah.
some shape or form, or even if it's friendly, but he's back in her life some way.
Mm-hmm.
And she just don't want to feel guilty, or she's fallen in lust again. Not love, but lust.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll end it like that. And, like coming to the stage. And I can't be following Monica. Please don't do that to me. All right.
Can I share a story really quick?
Yes. Yeah. Well. Don't we have?
Well, Nicole, we saw you there. We got you on the stage, but if you can come back. But go ahead, Stefan.
Oh, Nicole.
So I have a story too. It's a funny one. So my cousin started dating this guy years ago. And we lived across the street. And I remember one day they had gotten into a fight, and she came over the house with a black eye. And my dad, he was going all off. And I remember my mom was like, just take this frying pan home with you, right? I was like, why the hell are you giving her a frying pan? Like, what is this? So I guess they must have gotten into another fight. But this time, he came back with a black eye over the house. And I saw him outside, and I was like, oh, what happened? He was like, now at the time they had a kid in common. And he's like, he was like, your nephew punched me in the eye. And I was like, no, he didn't. You got your ass whooped. And I was like, oh, the frying pan. Okay, I see. So even to this day, because I went out there 2 years ago, and I was like, hey, you still remember that black eye that your son supposedly gave you? It was funny.
All right.
It's not as funny as Monica's story, but I'm laughing. I'm laughing myself.
That's the only reason that
well, in your story,
trying to compete with somebody. Sit down, Stefan.
I guess my greens and cornbread ain't good enough.
Yeah, sit down with you and your own greens and cornbread.
But in your story, Stefan, did he learn his lesson? Did he stop?
Oh yeah, they're still together.
The two of them are still together.
They're still together, happily
wow.
married and everything, and he now knows not to fuck with her.
Wow. Well, that's good. Yeah. All right. I guess that's a good story.
Yeah, I was gonna say sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, Nicole, Honeychild, you want to come back up? We was just getting ready to bring you up.
I sent her a request. But
is her husband still in Texas?
We don't know. Well, Texas was iced over, so we don't know. I don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna speak for Nicole. He better not be in no damn Texas. I'm getting ready to charter that girl a jet, and we're going to get his ass. Do you hear me?
Yeah. I think she had Nicole.
She's on the stage.
She's on the stage?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Hi, Nicole, Honeychild.
Hey, y'all. What's up?
What's
up? We just hanging out. What's going on?
I tell you, Scott is safe and sound. He's been located. He got stuck in Dallas.
Located. You said he's been located?
Yeah, he went missing for a couple days. No, because it was iced. Yeah, they canceled They canceled all the flights, and the hotel he was staying in, the staff didn't show up for work. And they had to, it was wild, and they had to order, what was it, Scott? Everybody's asking about you. Tell everybody.
You don't know he's famous.
Scott's at the house right now?
Yes.
We're glad you're back.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah, because we can't leave you in Dallas too long.
I thought I was going to be there for a while. It seemed like it. It was... I know next time I go there, I'm going to pack 50 pounds of salt instead of my clothes, and I'll be a rich man. They evidently don't have any down there. So,
well, we're glad you're back safe and sound.
We are. Yeah. Dallas, they're not known for snow. They're known for ice.
Yeah.
Ice is an issue.
Ice. It happens like every year. Ice.
Yeah, sheets of it. People were ice skating down the street.
Oh no!
Yeah, with skates on down the middle of the street.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow.
I've never seen anything like it. I had to make sure. I was like, are you sure that I'm glad it was on the news, because if it wasn't,
Nicole was about to write a Lifetime story about you. 2 weeks in Texas, short story, bestseller.
Oh man.
Right.
That is such a trip.
Bless his heart. They had to order. So nobody showed up for work. They didn't clean the rooms.
Yeah, they couldn't get into the hotel, so only the workers that lived within walking distance could come in. So yeah, it was a mess.
Wow.
The hotel had to order out Burger King or pizza. That was your option.
Yeah, tacos.
Wow.
That was it.
Yeah, that's not a place that knows how to handle snow and ice, right?
Well, ice is
here,
different
yeah, it is
thing.
different. But like here, you remember when the people were stranded?
It was snow
stranded on the interstate for hours and hours.
Not days.
It wasn't days.
Days. It was days. Some people, and because the people had to leave their cars.
Oh well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, it was.
I remember the school children were stranded too on the buses.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
But Dallas got an inch of snow, an inch of ice.
Well, yeah, inch or two of ice, but it was just sheer ice, and it wouldn't melt. It would stay below freezing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
I'm kidding, y'all.
So I guess y'all ain't moving to Texas anytime soon. At least not the Dallas area.
Hell to the no. No, sir. But hey, Monica. Hey, Stefan.
Hi, Nicole. How are you?
Hey,
Honey Child. Which one do you prefer, Honey Child or Nicole?
Honey Child.
Okay.
Honey
Yes.
Child.
I guess I need to call Mr. Mark Cuban and ask him to put my name back up on the
Good luck with that.
Who's
we
in
had
Dallas?
someone who tried to get
He is in Dallas. Oh, Dallas is gonna come back to haunt me. So I was gonna say, Monica, I'm so sad about that story about that young lady that you were praying with. But I also wanted to say that I'm glad you're still kind of hanging around, because, we have to meet people where they are. She's going to really need you, because I
Girl,
know.
I already know she gonna need me. That's why I'm gonna be right here for her. I'm gonna be right here for her, because she will. I mean, you know how the universe works. God brings things around. He will tap us on the hand, hope we get it. Then he might kind of step on your foot and hope we get it. And then after that, he gonna slap you in your face and make you get it. So I know that. Yeah, I mean, I already know it, Nicole. She'll, I've already seen that, and I'll be right here for her. But thank you for that, sweetie.
Absolutely. And I'm just, for anybody going through any of that or anything, I try to stick by a person, because when people don't acknowledge hurt and pain and trauma like that, they will try to pretend that it didn't happen, but it will sneak up and come out in the worst way or the least expecting way. And it's almost like that saying, you have to heal yourself, because when you get cut, you're gonna bleed on people that didn't cut you. So unfortunately, it is going to come back in some way that's not going to be pretty. I'm not wishing that on her. It's just how it works with trauma. And I'm praying for her. I'm really praying for her. And if we don't receive the lessons and acknowledge the lessons when we get them, these lessons, or any lesson, is going to continue to come back over and over and over again until the lesson is learned. And it's a hard one. That's rough. Whew.
Yeah.
Amen. Thank you for your support. But I'm groovy, girl. You know me. I keep it pimping. I keeps it pimping, girl. I keep her lifted in prayer, and I keeps it pimping. I'll be right here for her when she need me.
I love it.
I love Monica.
I love it.
I just love that girl. Okay,
I
I'm gonna put myself back on pause, on mute.
All right.
Well, thank you for your comments. Jill, and again, we're glad that Scott is okay.
Yeah, and we're over. We're like 17 minutes over.
No, but it's all good.
But have you guys noticed that every time I bless your stage, you go over?
We go over?
You go over.
It's not just you, Monica. Like,
see, there he comes.
It's me as well.
Here comes Satan.
And me.
We was doing so good. And then here come Beelzebub.
And me.
And me. Look at him. And Nicole
saying, me.
And where's that Charlie? I like to hear you and Charlie.
Charlie's here. Charlie's trying to hide from Monica. He's trying to hide, but he's one in the lineup. He was like one person away. Now they're further away from her on the list. Look at that. He's hiding from you, Monica.
Charlie is being quiet because he secretly wants to be my side piece. So he ain't trying to say nothing and do nothing to interfere with that process. Okay.
Hey, what do we know? Y'all might be sitting next to each other.
How about that?
Yeah, well, we know.
I have to admit, when she was quiet earlier in the show, I was like, "Are they together?"
Are they together?
There's a lot of huffing and puffing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, we need to end this show tonight. We need to end this show.
We do. But thank you, Monica Lord. And Stefan and Honey Child and Charlie welcome. For blessing our stage. We really do appreciate it.
Yes,
you are always fun, and that's why we're willing to just let the show keep going.
Just keep going. But we don't want to turn this into...
We enjoy our... wait a minute. Charlie has one more thing to say.
All right,
Charlie.
He's staying quiet.
Hey, I gotta go run the bathwater.
You mean the pool for the Jello? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
They'd have been in the Jello already. You gotta run the bathwater now. Get that Jello off of him.
I am weak over here.
Charlie,
Connie says she's loving the drums, by the way.
Wow.
All right. Well, on that note, I think we should actually end.
We should end the show. And you know that we love you all for real.
We do. We really do.
Trying to spread the love. We all need to learn to love each other and treat each other like brothers and sisters and fathers and mothers and sisters and cousins.
What about spouses and relationships?
Oh, we love each other. Yeah,
what
I love
me?
you, baby. I ain't never gonna leave you. You know that. I ain't never gonna leave you. I ain't going nowhere. But
anyway,
what happened?
Did you just stop the show?
No, the music stopped because it played so long. See, it'll start it up again.
Okay.
But
we really need to say goodbye.
Yeah, we gotta say goddbye.
Well, thanks everybody. We'll be back next week. I don't remember what the topic is, but not that ever matters.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. But yeah, we getting out of here. We getting out of here, right, Jill? Right,
we are.
Jill.
Bye,
Again,
everybody.
Love you all. See you next week. And that's about it, I think. We out. You gonna take us out, Jill?
Taking us out.